and today we have to discuss about our syllabus in which the first chapter is real number. Real number. In this chapter, as we know that according to the syllabus of 9th standard, we have studied about different types of number, such like natural number, rational number, irrational number, etc. And after that, we have the concept of the syllabus of 10th standard as a real number. As you know that the real number are those numbers which can be represented on the number line, and in other definition we can say all those numbers which are included in the group of rational number and irrational number are also real number. So this topic has covered the definitions of all types of numbers, that is rational number, which can be defined as the number which can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, is known as a rational number. And after this, irrational number. Irrational number are those numbers which cannot be written as a rational number. All of such numbers are called irrational number. When we include both of these groups, then these groups form a group of numbers which are called real numbers. So these numbers are also expressed as the number which can be expressed on the number line are called real numbers. So in this chapter we have first concept as Euclid division lemma. Euclid division lemma. This concept has three different words. First Euclid, second division, third lemma. So Euclid was a mathematician who has proposed this particular concept, which is related to the process of division. So with their name, that is, this concept is known as Euclid division lemma. So this lemma has expressed as for any two positive integers a and b, there exists an integer or number q such that a equal to bq plus r, where in this expression a equal to bq plus r, when it is written as the form of division, when a is divided by b, then q is quotient and r is remainder. So a equal to bq plus r, where the value of r is defined as 0 is less than equal to r is less than b. So here this Euclid division lemma can be expressed as for any two given positive integer a and b. Remember always a and b are positive integers. When a and b are two positive integers, then there exists an integer, a number q, such that a equal to bq plus r, where 0 is less than equal to r is less than b. Here r is remainder, b is divisor. So when a divides by b, then q will be quotient and r will be remainder. So with the help of this expression, we can say the value of r will also less than the value of b, as well as the value of r is equal to 0 and greater than 0. So with the help of this concept, we can use any two positive integer and find the SCF of these two. Means with the help of this concept, we can find the SCF of any two positive integer. If these integers are a and b, then with the help of this process, we can find the SCF of a and b by using the process of Euclid division lemma. The process by which we can find the SCF is known as Euclid division algorithm. So here we have a particular word, algorithm. Algorithm. So now we have a question in our mind that what is algorithm? So algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure to solve a type of problem or a type of problem in which we have a and b as positive integers. So algorithm. So here what is algorithm? Algorithm is a series of well-defined steps. जब हम कोई भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं तो उसको सॉल्व करने में हम कुछ स्टेप लिखते हैं. तो these steps expressed as algorithm. So we can say algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure to solve a type of problem. In the same way, this concept Euclid division lemma, here we can define also lemma. Lemma is a particular proven statement which has to use the another theorem or statement or problem. So in previous class you have studied about different type of concepts in which some axioms are given. So in 9th standard you have studied about axiom. So the axioms are the basic statement or the proven statement. In such like the lemma we have. Lemma are the proven statements which are used to prove another theorem or statement. So here we have concluded the concept of this Euclid division lemma. That concept is used to find out the SCF of any two numbers. So here we have the different applications of this Euclid division lemma. Suppose that we have any two numbers 15 and 27. These two numbers we have. Where 15 and 27, when we compare these two numbers, so 15 is smaller than 27 or 27 is greater than 15. So here if we take this number as A, which is greater, and this number as B, this is smaller. When greater number is smaller divided by small number, in that situation we can apply this concept by to find their SCF. So here A is greater, since A is greater than B, so 27 is greater than 15. So by using this method we divide greater number by smaller one. If we divide 27 by 15, then we can take the help of long division method as 27 when divided by 15. So division will go by one time, then it is 15. So 15 divides 27 one time, then remainder is 12. So here now this process of divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder will be written in the form of this expression of Euclid division lemma as 27. This is dividend A equal to 15 into 15 is divisor B, and quotient is 1, where this is remainder. A equal to BQ plus R. So this expression will be written with the help of this long division method. So whether long division method is useful in this method, but whenever we use the Euclid division lemma, then this expression will be written in the form of A equal to BQ plus R. So if this is remainder 12, and when we find the SCF of 15 and 27, which are given two positive integers, so in this method, when we continue this process by using Euclid division algorithm, Euclid division algorithm means when we continue this process until we get the value of remainder as 0. We continue this process. There, this is remainder, and this remainder is 12. Now, this remainder divides the previous divisor. So 12 divide 15 by one time. So 12, here remainder is 3. So here, since at first step the value of remainder is not equal to 0. So we have to write remainder r is not, since remainder r is not equal to 0. So now applying Euclid division algorithm again. So here remainder is not equal to 0. Now we write this next step as the expression of Euclid division lemma. Here a is 12, a is 15, b is 12, q is 1, this is remainder is 3. So 15 equal to means the previous divisor will be the next dividend, the value of a, and this divisor 12 will be the next divisor into 1 plus 3. Here the value of remainder is not equal to 0. So we continue this process again since remainder r is not equal to 0. So applying Euclid division algorithm again. So continue this process again. So now here remainder is 3. Now this 3 divides the previous divisor as taking as a dividend. So 3 divides 12 by 4 times. Now remainder is 0. Now this step will be written in the form of Euclid division lemma. So it is 12 equal to 3 into 4 plus 0. Here the value of remainder is 0. So since the value of remainder is 0, so at the value of the divisor at this step will be the SCF of these two given positive integers which were given in the question 15 and 27. So this is SCF. So we can write SCF of 15 and 27 equal to 3. So with the help of this concept we can find the SCF of any two given positive integer in this method. Now suppose that if we have any question such like find the SCF of 39 and 169. 39 and 169. So with the help of this method we can find the SCF. Here this value is smaller than 169. So we can write since 169 is greater than 39. Now use this previous method means the method of Euclid division lemma. That's why we can get the SCF of these particular two numbers. So with the help of this method we can find the SCF of any two number. So you have to remember always in this method that in Euclid division algorithm we have to continue this process until we get the value of remainder as 0. So the value of divisor in that step where the value of remainder is 0 is known as the SCF of given two positive integers. Jai Gurudev.